Good news. Yesterday was darn right brutal, cold, raw, nasty. Today, talking 34 degrees, which is a heat wave compared to 11. We got Levi here. Our soak-up bin behind us was plumb full of beans, almost touching the auger. So we thought we probably should get a couple loads out of it. We don't want moisture to be building up between the roof and the top of the beans and start getting a crust up there. That's not good. We don't want to get rejected from the processor. So I got Levi over here loading up some beans right now. I'm not running the auger real fast coming out of the bin. I thought give it time to polish up, shine up, meaning the plating on the auger that brings the corn out of the bin. Then things get rusty since we haven't used it since last year. They get a little rust film on it, they pull harder, so once you get it shined up, boom, you can speed it up, hopefully. I know what you're thinking. See my shadow, 6 more weeks of winter. We got a ways to go yet, it's only January. On the beans, we actually need to put more beans on because they don't weigh as much as corn. So it takes more volume to get our 90,000 bushels. Or at least the beans look really good. I'm sure they're pretty dry. Some of the fancier operations, they actually have it where they could put a little bit of moisture back into the beans. We don't have anything like that. That's hard to do, but some guys got it down to a science to be able to add some moisture to bring the weight up. Just kind of got to move things around here a little bit.
On my air gauge.
Okay.
And then when I start moving forward, take me until I get to the back slope.
Okay.
And then I'll start loading there, and then I'll back up the rest.
That'll work. Levi was just trying to, well, he was telling me this plan of attack. He's got air gauges in this truck, so he can kind of watch the load there too, which gives us a double my professional eyeballs that get everything right on to the right pound. Probably between 4,000 pounds one way or the other. Usually after you load a few of these trucks you can come pretty close, but by the time you think you got it right on, boom, the next one you're way off. If you guys remember Ronnie, the guy that used to haul for us that passed away, he'd always stand out there and wait till it was about ready to run off. Then he'd walk to the truck really slow and get in, and every time I thought it was going to overrun, but he knew what he was doing. We miss Ronnie. He was a good guy. It's always funny when you stand up there, you think you need to go forward further yet.
I know it.
I didn't want to take it off the back. And
usually you can, when you're loading with like an auger or a conveyor, you can hear you can hear like when you cross the bows.
Yeah.
That's usually how you can hear it. And I couldn't hear it when I was pulling forward. I heard it start to hit the slope.
Okay.
And that's when I saw your hand come up. But usually you can hear it go over the bows, and that's how you know kind of when you're in between your start bows. But I couldn't hear it this time.
I don't know if you guys can see this, but well, I was running around there. The wind caught my tripod, blew you guys over in the snow. So now there's a bunch of snow on, so I'm going to bring the camera in, let it dry off, but it broke my tripod. It snapped it right off. So, well, that's part of the game, and I do stuff like this for you guys, so it's okay. It's okay. I broke my tripod. Actually, it doesn't happen very often that you break a tripod, but I do have a couple new ones I try to keep on hand. So hopefully I have a new one at home unless Cole stole it. We got Levi just pulling in for another load of beans. This will be his third load today. He's boogieing right along. All right, let's get, hey, my lens might be dirty. Let's get Levi filled up with beans. I think we'll open the door, trap door a little bit on this bin. I know what some of you are probably thinking. Daddy Cornstar, don't you get tired of walking back and forth? I guess I'm glad I'm walking. So that's the nice thing, and the reason I say that, this rock that I'm walking on, that's between 3-inch, 4-inch on average. And it's just, sometimes it takes your ankles. It makes you kind of walk like a duck or a penguin or something, but hopefully someday we can get a little 1-inch rock on it to make it ride a little better. Should say walk a little better. All right, let's go make sure everything's working good. I don't know if you guys have ever been into an elevator or anything and you kind of like you smell vanilla, like what you cook food with, make cookies, sometimes it's not maybe, well, it happens all over the place. I shouldn't lie, so it happens. But sometimes if places are loading beans and they find some kind of so-so beans coming out and maybe have a little stink, they'll sit there and squirt a little bit of vanilla in, and that vanilla will spread through the load and it makes it smell fresh. I don't know if it works or not, but years and years ago when I was a little boy, there was an elevator not too far away. They would buy vanilla by the bucket full, but they had a lot of old corn and beans on hand. Trying to figure this out. There we go. Well, I guess it's running, so that's a good thing. Right now we got Levi on top of the hill here. He's leaning, he's holding the pole up. Well, you made pretty good time.
It's been a drive-through up there pretty much all day for the most part, so it's been pretty nice after sitting in line.
One nice thing what Levi does is an old trick in the book. When he gets up there, he says, hey, I have a medical issue, and everybody lets him pass.
That's right. That's right.
Just standing here watching the beans load up. But you know, it's kind of interesting when you're standing outside here. You guys done it, you're sitting out working or in your lawn chair. How much the clouds move around, and like now it's starting to get darker. I don't know what they said earlier, it was getting dark about 4:30 p.m. here, but every day it gets a little lighter, and something like 29 days from now it will stay light till 7 o'clock. That always makes you feel a little better. When you go home at 5:30, 6 o'clock and it's dark, it's hard to get in the mood to do anything. Won't be too long here, we'll have Levi filled up. The last load was just a little over 90,000 pounds, which we like to try to stay in that 89,000 since we can legally haul 90. How's that looking, Levi? Let Levi make the final decision since it's his load that he's taken up, and I think we got a pretty good amount on there. I always shut the trap doors on these bins. That way it shuts the door in the middle of the bin. The auger empties out, so in the morning if they come back for more and there's frost, it won't slip and all that good stuff. Meaning the belts sit there and spin and the auger doesn't spin because it's got too much weight on it. This way I can let it warm up, burn that frost off, then put it to work. A couple days from now, they're talking the high of 3. Lows of -14 at night, so if that's the case, we probably won't be starting this stuff up in that cold weather. Still fills up fairly quick, they're not. They look about right?
That looks about right.
We'll walk over to the bins. Why is it sometimes your tongue gets tied up with your brain and your brain gets tied up with a tongue tie, and whatever you want to say doesn't come out right and it comes out backwards and twisted around, and sometimes your words are upside down? And actually, I had somebody ask me the other day, Daddy Cornstar, some of the words you say are not pronounced right. And I do apologize about that. I think a lot of you know when I was younger, I had a lot of speech trouble. I had a lot of words I could not say, and I'm okay with that. And there's still some words I can't say, but I try my best, and I'm out here, I'm happy, so it makes it one of a kind. What you guys doing?
Huh?
What's the?
Oh, his hitch was stuck in that light.
Calling it a night? What? Early. I'm ready to get out of here. Should I put that skid loader away?
Everything's done.
Or is Cole gonna? Yeah, you got them all off?
It's supposed to be cold tomorrow.
Huh?
It's not supposed to freeze.
Oh no, but them tracks, I still worry about them when they get. Why force them?
Yeah.